Welcome to Thinking Outside the Soil with your host, Johnny Alfalfaseed, where we get to talk story and touch on topics about hydroponics and the farmers who grow the crops and creatures we need to eat. Good morning, and hello from Blooming Health Farms. And thank you for being with me on this beautiful morning. Today I want to talk about an article in our local paper. Blooming Health Farms made the cover of the July 8th edition of the Greeley Tribune. So the Greeley Tribune is our local paper here in Greeley. It's a largely circulated paper in northern Colorado, and it made the cover of our Saturday edition. It starts off, "The more we sell, the more youth I get to help." Nonprofit launches chicken rental program for folks who want to test backyard chickens. And I want to thank Kelly Reagan for interviewing me. Blooming Health Farms began as an aquaponics farm to help at-risk youth stay out of trouble. And while going around to build the business, I happened to be at Tractor Supply one day and fell for those little chirps that we all get to hear each spring. Well, I brought them back to Alfalfaseed, and our co-founder, Ryan Smith, said, "Hey, Sean, what are you going to do with those chickens? We are an aquaponics farm, right?" And I gave him a big smile, and I said, "Yeah, but chickens, Ryan." And he said, "Well, I want you to teach those kids how to take care of those chickens and figure out how we can become a commercial egg farm." Well, that was almost 2 years ago when I first picked up those little baby chicks, and we are now a Class 1 egg dealer. And as I alluded to with the article, we are an affiliate farm with Rent the Chicken. But before I dive into today's show, I do have a small favor for my listeners out there. If you're enjoying this show so far, please be kind as to leave a review and let me know your thoughts, your likes, and even your dreams with hydroponics or chickens. And please don't forget to subscribe so you get the latest episodes. Blooming Health Farms began as an aquaponics farm aimed to help at-risk youth stay out of trouble by teaching them the skills that they needed to run a small aquaponics farm while simultaneously providing these youth mental health support. Our desire was to give these kids counseling in a non-traditional setting, essentially therapy without the couch. We started off by recruiting some of Ryan's private clients and using our small aquaponics farm we built to teach them how to grow the plants and take care of the fish. But in the beginning, we were struggling to find what was the right crop to bring to market. And as I touched on, we were having to recruit youth, but we were struggling to get the youth that we were wanting to help. And ultimately, we were struggling to get the robust funding that we needed to pay the professionals to do that required work to teach kids and counsel kids. We have to spend our time doing things with the youth, or we have to spend our times doing things to keep our own lives in order. Early on, we did most of our program and product development by living off of our savings and working other full-time or part-time jobs. And it was during that time that I actually got to meet a teacher from a nearby high school who said that she had some kids that were doing poorly in school and might benefit from some type of alternative education. We exchanged numbers, we talked, and she eventually toured our humble location and loved our idea. And I told her very candidly where we were in our business and said, I would love to help, but I would also love to find the funding so that I can do this more and do it better. She said, "Well, let's find out what we can do together," and told me that she wanted to bring a kid down to see what we got going on and would speak to some of her colleagues to see if there were any funding vehicles so that we could get this kid moving forward. And we asked each other, what if we could find him something that could change the path he's on, and I could finally get myself paid. Well, I met the kid, and we started working together twice a week during the school year. He had a lot of success, and I soon offered him a job, and we began taking care of those chickens that I mentioned at the beginning of the show. I saw a radical transformation while this one kid was working with chickens. More of a transformation than we ever anticipated in seeing with our aquaponics models. But it was really this kid's help at his second farmer's market that led to where we are today. For years, I was trying to take my expertise with hydroponics and seemingly trying to convince people to buy or eat the things that I was good at making or good at growing. But honestly, it felt like I was trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. And I finally recognized, with the help of this particular kid, that I have to listen to the marketplace. It's those out there that know what we should be doing. In this day at the market, we sold out of eggs in minutes. And while we were sitting there, the kid and I hatched a plan to get more egg-laying chickens and feed them with our aquaponics system. Little did we realize that we would stumble upon this secret to getting amazing eggs and eventually partnering with this notable national brand called Rent the Chicken. We have had wild success with Rent the Chicken, so if you are interested in farm fresh eggs without the long-term commitment, or if you've never tried chickening before, this is a great way to get started. The kid's still with Blooming Health Farms today, and he has helped us get ready for the rentals and help deliver one of them so far this season. And I think that is a testament to the work that we must continue to do. I figured out how to better help at-risk youth by doing the work that we needed to do and developed a program with chickens rather than forcing this aquaponics idea model that we originally came up with. And I now know that we can get similar results for other at-risk youth, and we have developed our Egg to Table program, which I shall tell you more about in another episode. And that is all I have for us today. If you're interested in knowing more about how hydroponic fodder is helping other farmers, check out our other episodes. There are over 100 episodes so far that discuss the various facets of this fascinating world of agriculture. And if you head on over to Thinking Outside the Soil, you can get yourself a copy of my book that helps show how farmers are saving water, getting better livestock quality, and becoming better stewards. And of course, as a special gift to you as my listener, don't forget to check out the links below, especially that free sprouting video for those of you with feathered friends. So follow the show, get the book, watch that video so you don't miss out on becoming part of this next agricultural revolution. Thank you for being with us on today's show, and join us again on another episode of Thinking Outside the Soil. Take care and have a lovely day. Hey, before you go, check out the links below, and if you'd be so kind as to leave a rating and review and follow the show. For those with feathered friends, don't forget to get yourself some of our Blooming Health Farms Chicken Blend Sprouting Mix. This supplemental mix has been shown to give you some of the best eggs with the yummiest yolks. You'll have happy, healthy hens that abandon the feeder and give you eggs with high levels of vitamin A and omega fatty acids. So don't forget to get yourself some Blooming Health Farms Chicken Blend Sprouting Mix.